Good morning, everybody. My name is Key Lee from the True Buddha Payun Temple in Calgary, Alberta. My name will be doing the True Buddha School Amitabha Buddha Personal Deity Yoga. It is a live guided meditation. So I want everybody to just relax, take a couple of deep breaths. Do not think about the past, the present, or the future. Just focus on today's practice. Let us begin. So for the next 2 months, for September and October, we'll be doing the Amitabha Personal Deity Yoga, and it's so let's begin now. Place our palms together. Recite supplication for the blessing of living Buddha Lin Shin. Om Ahom. With reverence, I make my purified body, speech, and mind an offering to Mahavarakona. The holy Buddha Lokana is the Dharma body. And Padma is the bliss body. Living Buddha Linshin is the emanation body. These three bodies being the same as essence as the Buddha's grace, homage to his true Buddha lineage, and to his transcendent power that encompasses the whole universe. Radiating light throughout the three times, he can manifest himself instantaneously. Disciples of Buddha should constantly cry out for his pure light, which magnifies virtue and wisdom. In the past, his realization was prophesied by Shakyamuni Buddha, and by Amitabha Buddha, he was entrusted with the mission of salvation. Maitreya Bodhisattva bestowed on him the red crown, and Guru Padmasambhava taught him the Tantra. We pray you never abandon your past vows to liberate us all, thus as you embrace and enfold us with protection and care. Empower us to more quickly attain realization. Namo Mahavarakana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Linshin, Namo the True Buddha Assembly, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Mahasattvas, everywhere throughout the three times. Back to your foreheads, release. Let us empty our minds. Let us form the Padma Kumara like the Padma Kumara mudra like the diagram to our right. Left hand is the lotus holding mudra. Right hand is the lotus is Dharma teaching mudra. Place that in front of our chest. Visualize on top of our heads are five moon discs stacked on top of each other. On the top moon disc, visualize Mahavarkana Buddha. Below him, visualize Buddha Lokana. Below her, visualize Amitabha Buddha. Below Amitabha Buddha, visualize the great white Padma Kumara. Below all of them, visualize our Grand Master Lu, living Buddha Lenshin, all shining the lights upon us and blessing us with their great light. Let us chant the Guru's heart mantra 7 times. Om Guru Lenshin Siddhi Hom. 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 Back to our foreheads, release. Let us place our palms together, perform the four immeasurables visualization. Let us close our eyes. Visualize in front of us is Grand Master Living Buddha Lin. Then visualize Amitabha Buddha, today's practice deity. All the lineage masters, all the eight personal deities, and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions of the past, present, and future, all great bodhisattvas and Vajra protectors, covering the space like innumerable stars in the skies, blessing us with their great light. Visualize to our left is our father, his siblings, his relatives, his ancestors, and all the fathers that you've had in your past lives. Visualize to our right is our mother, her siblings, her relatives, her ancestors, and all the mothers that you've had in your past lives. Visualize in front of us our enemies, creditors, debtors, people you dislike, and then visualize sentient beings you've killed intentionally or unintentionally or hurt intentionally or unintentionally sitting in front of us. Sitting behind us are our immediate spouse, our children, our siblings, um, our mentors, our friends, our acquaintances. Sitting around us are the six realms of sentient beings, which includes the heavenly gods, the Asura realms, the human realms, the animal realms, the hungry ghost realms, and the hell realms, all joining us in this practice today. And then release at your forehead. Let us do the wake up call. Clap your hands twice and snap your fingers. Visualize our body crystal clear. And each time you chant the mantra, you're purifying your speech and then your body and then your mind. And then we call upon the earth god. Let us begin. Om Shili Shili Maha Shili Shishili Soha. Om Sadoli Sadoli Samoli Samoli Soha. Om Vajradam. Ha ha Om. Namo Samandomo Dramon Duru Duru Dewa Soha. Let us form the invocation, the Vajra hook invocation mudra. Left hand with the left index finger facing upwards, right hand forming a hook with the right index finger. Place that in front of our chests. Let us chant the invocation mantra 3 times. As we chant invocation mantra, visualize at your heart there is a white lotus opening up. On top of the white lotus, there is a seed syllable se, because today's practice deity is Amitabha Buddha. So we'll shoot this set syllable into the heavens each time we chant the invocation mantra. Let us begin. Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha. Namo the Root Guru, Living Buddha Lin Shin. Namo the Great White Padma Kumara. Namo the Lotus-like Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo the lineage gurus of the true Buddhist school. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Varochana Buddha of the center, Namo Akshobhya Buddha of the east, Namo Ratnasambhava of the south, Namo Amitabha Buddha of the west, Namo Amoghasiddhi Buddha of the north, Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, Namo Medicine Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the primordial pond, Namo Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Guan Yin Bodhisattva, Namo Mashashari Bodhisattva, Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva, Namo Vajrasattva, Namo Padma Sambhava, Namo Mahakundi. All Vajra protectors, Dakinis, and heavenly beings, all Buddhas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors, and earth gods of your shrine. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. Back to your forehead. Release. Visualize in front of us is Grandmaster Lu, today's practice deity, Namo Amitabha. And then all all the Buddhas, Bodhisattva Dharma protectors of 10 directions of the past, present, and future. Let us first place our palms together like a Buddha mudra, pay homage to our Grand Master Lu, and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions of the past, present, and future. Touch your forehead, white light, touch your throat, red light, touch your heart, blue light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for Grand Master Lu, living Buddha Lin Shin, and and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. And then back to your foreheads, release. Second, let us form the Lotus Mudra. Let us pay homage to all the bodhisattvas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Touch your forehead, white light, touch your throat, red light, touch your heart, blue light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for all the bodhisattvas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. And then back to your foreheads, release. Third, let us form the Vajra Mudra, place that in front of our chest. Let us pay homage to all the Dharma protectors of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Touch your forehead, white light. Touch your throat, red light. Touch your heart, blue light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for all the Vajra protectors of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Back to your foreheads, release. Fourth, form the Ekani Mudra, half bow to all other beings. And then back to your foreheads, release. Perform the mandala offering. Form the offering mudra like this. If you don't know it, just simply place your palms together. Visualize in front of us are offerings of flowers, incense, candles, tea, and fruit. These are the 5 auspicious offerings. And then you can offer foods, jewelry, drinks, clothing, conch, fragrances or perfume, and then vehicles, buildings, and anything you want to offer. And then visualize these offerings form a row infinitely to our left and infinitely to our right. And then visualize these offerings fill a field infinitely in front of us and infinitely behind us. Now visualize these offerings fill the entire universe infinitely on top of us and infinitely below us. Sincerely offer these offerings to our Sincerely offer off these offerings to our Grand Master Living Buddha Lin Shin. Today's practice deity, Namo Amitabha Buddha. All the lineage masters, the 8 personal deities. All the Buddhists, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors, and earth gods of your shrines, and all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors, Bodhisattvas and Dharma protectors of the 10 directions of the past, present, and future, and then to all the six realms of sentient beings. And you can also offer the offerings of the six realms of sentient beings to Grandmaster, the living Buddha Lenshin, and then to all the to Amitabha Buddha, to all the eight personal deities, the lineage masters, and the Buddhas of the 10 directions of the past, present, and future. Let us recite the offering verse once. Mount Meru, together with four continents, sun and moon, transforms into precious treasures to offer to the Buddhas. May the immeasurable merits arisen from these treasures quickly remove negative karma to realize Buddhahood. Let us recite the offering mantra once. Om Sa Wa Tarakata Itamukulorana. Mentala Kanyeta Mi. Back to your foreheads, please. Let us place our palms together to do the fourfold refuge. Visualize in front of us is our Grand Master Lu, living Buddha Lenshin, the true Buddha school lineage tree, all the Buddhas of the 10 directions, all the Buddhist scriptures, all the Sanghas, including your lineage masters, and then appearing in the space before you. Now visualize these four refuges merging together into a bright light, which enters your body at the crown. And then your body is filled with light, and negative karma is expelled through your skin's pores, leaving your body filled with joy and crystal clear. Recite the fourfold refuge mantra 3 times. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dharmaye, Namo Sanghaye. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dharmaye, Namo Sanghaye. Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dharmaye, Namo Sanghaye. And then back to your foreheads, release. Perform the armor protection. This is the Varja Mudra. Place that in front of your forehead. Let us recite the protection mantra 7 times. Let us begin. Om Puranjali, Om Puranjali. Om Puranjali, Om Puranjali, Om Puranjali, Om Puranjali, Om Puranjali. Touch your throat, your heart, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and then hold the mudra at your forehead. As you release the mudra, visualize 4 rays of brilliant blue light emitting to your left, right, and front and back, each transforming into Vajrapani Bodhisattva, protecting you. Release. Let us form the rebirth mudra, like the diagram to the right. Visualize in front of us is Amitabha Buddha, shining his red light throughout the universe. On top of his bowl, on top of his hands, there's a singing bowl. And then visualize there are trillions and trillions of lotuses coming out of it, spreading out throughout the universe, slowly transforming into a Dharma ship. Dharma ships. Now visualize all the six realms of sentient beings boarding these ships, all your ancestors boarding these ships, all the animals, all the sentient beings you killed intentionally or unintentionally, all boarding these ships. And then visualize all these ships are heading into the body of Amitabha Buddha, so they can be reborn in the in the realm of the Western paradise. Let us begin. Namo Amitabha Ye, Do Ta Cha Do Ye, Do Ye Ta, Amele Do Pope, Amele Do Sitam Pope, Amele Do Pikalande. Amiledo Pigalando Gamini Gaganachido Gali Soha Nama Amido Boye Doda Jado Ye Dodieta Amiledo Bobe Amiledo Satambope Amiledo Pigalande Amiledo Pigalando Gamini Gaganachido Gali Soha Nama Amido Boye Doda Jado Ye Dodieta Amiledo Bobe Amiledo Satambope Amiledo Pigalande Amiledo Pigalando Gamini Gaganachido Gali Soha Nama Amido Boye Doda Jado Ye Dodieta Amiledo Bobe Amiledo Satambope Amiledo Pigalande Amiledo Pigalando Kamini kakanachi do kari soha. Namo amido boye do da jado ye do dieta amile do bobe amile do sitampo pe amile do bigalande amile do bigalando kamini kakanachi do kari soha. Namo amido boye do da jado ye do dieta amile do bobe amile do sitampo pe amile do bigalande amile do bigalando kamini kakanachi do kari soha. Namo amido boye do da jado ye do dieta amile do bobe amile do sitampo pe Ameledo Pigalande, Ameledo Pigalando, Kamini Kakana, Jido Kaliso. Back to your foreheads, release. Let us recite the Guru's heart mantra and the 3 lights blessing. Let us form the Padma Kumara Mudra, like the diagram in the middle. Left hand is a lotus holding mudra. Right hand is a Dharma teaching mudra. Place that in front of our chest. Visualize our heart. Visualize in front of us. There is a massive blue light. Visualize ourselves entering this blue light. And then chant the emptiness mantra 3 times. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Visualize in front of us is Grand Master Lu, living Buddha Lin Shin, sitting on a white lotus, wearing a white Dharma crown and white Dharma robe. In his left hand, he is holding the lotus mudra with a white lotus in his left hand. And then his right hand is a Dharma teaching mudra facing outwards towards us, shining his light in front of us. From his forehead, visualize a beam of white light or a white Om syllable towards our foreheads to cleanse the karmic hindrances of our body. From his heart, from his throat, he sends forth a beam of red light or a red ah syllable towards our throats to cleanse the karmic hindrances of our speech. From his heart, he sends forth a beam of blue light or a blue hum syllable towards our hearts to cleanse the karmic hindrances of our mind. Now our body is crystal clear and filled with joy. All the negative karma is expelled through our skin spores, leaving us crystal clear. Let us chant the Guru's heart mantra 21 times. Om Guru Lensen Sati Hom. 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 Back to our foreheads. Release. Let us form the Amitabha Mudra. Basically, form a circle with the index finger and the thumb on both of them. Place the right on top of the left. Let us chant this. Visualize in front of us there is a mass of blue light. Visualize ourselves entering this blue light, emptying the thoughts of our minds. Let us chant the emptiness mantra 3 times. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Om Supawa Sutta Sawa Dharma Supawa Sutohan. Visualize in front of us is an ocean with placid mirror-like surface. Above the ocean is a clear, cloudless sky. A blue color full moon rises above the horizon. Inside the moon disk is a seed syllable, the red seed syllable set, as like the diagram to our left, emitting brilliant red light throughout the universe. The set syllable begins to spin in a clockwise direction, transforming into Amitabha Buddha. Amitabha Buddha is seated on a lotus. He holds a nectar-filled lotus bowl. His hand forms a meditation mudra, and he looks upon sentient beings with compassion. Visualize the nectar from Amitabha's lotus bowl, transforming it into a stream of white light, which arcs over and pouring through one's crown into filling your entire body with the 3 lights. All the negative karma is expelled through your skin's pores, leaving you crystal clear and filled with joy. As we still visualize Amitabha Buddha is in front of us. At our heart, there is a red lotus opening up. On top of the red lotus, there is a red syllable, seed syllable, se, or red light. Shine this red light or red set towards Amitabha Buddha sitting in front of us. Slowly using this red light to guide him to sit on top of our heads. And then visualize Amitabha Buddha slowly shrinking into Ball of light the size of a grain of rice, entering our crown down the middle channel to sit on the red lotus in our heart. This red light of you of Amitabha Buddha gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it reaches the same size as your body as you and Amitabha Buddha are united as one. You can visualize your body as with the red, your body is red and your skin is red, shining your light throughout the universe. Let us recite the Amitabha mantra. Let's perform the Malabeats visualization. Drape your Malabeats in front of you. Your left hand transforms to a Vajra bell. Right hand transforms to a Vajra scepter. The Guru bead transforms to a jewel stupa, and while the tassels transform into a pair of hands holding a lotus. The four divider beads transform to the four Deva kings. Visualize the Mala beads transform to a brilliant circle of Vajrasattva's white light. As you chant, visualize that Amitabha appears inside each bead, blessing you with red light. As before you start chanting Amitabha uh, heart mantra, you can visualize yourself as Amitabha Buddha and then shining your red light throughout the universe. Let us begin. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Om Ami Deva Se, 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 Om Ami Deva Se. Visualize that the entering of the deity into the self. Visualize Amitabha Buddha sitting on top of your crown, slowly transforming into a white light, the same size as a grain of rice. The light enters your body through the top of your head to rest on the lotus in your heart. And then the point of light grows bigger and bigger and bigger until it reaches the same size as your body. You have transformed into Amitabha Buddha. Amitabha Buddha has transformed into you. You have completely merged and united as one. Let us enter Samadhi. Visualize ourselves shrinking smaller and smaller and smaller of you, an Amitabha Buddha. It could be a white light or a red light. This white light ascends up the middle channel, all the way up to the crown. And then this white light leaves the crown, traveling into the cosmic void. Into the great cosmic void. And then visualize, then forget about your eyes. And then forget about your nose and the things it smells. Forget about the ears and the ears that hear. Forget about the mouths, all the things that you've tasted. Visualize, then forget about this, the body, and all the set, and all the touches that you've done with your body. And then visualize, then letting go of your ego, your mind. Those are the letting go of the five, the six senses. Then slowly letting go of your ego. Now you've entered the state of samadhi. As we are sitting in the cosmic void, we're going to exit Samadhi. Slowly, this red light or white light of Amitabha slowly comes back to sit on the top of your crown, entering your crown down a center channel to sit on the lotus in your heart. This light gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it reaches the same size as your body, as you and Amitabha Buddha are one. Back to our foreheads, release. Place our palms together and recite the praise verse. Homage to Amitabha Buddha, whose majestic, pure vow brings peace and bliss to all sentient beings in the turbid worlds, guiding them to no birth in the Western paradise, in the Western Pure Land. Back to your foreheads, release. Place our palms together and recite the eight personals deity's heart mantra. Om Ami Dewa Se. Om Mani Bemi Hom. Om Punamolin Tolin Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samo Ye Soha. Om Jali Jali Janti Soha. Om Jambala Cha Lin Tana Ye Soha. Om Ahom Beza Guru Be Ma Siti Hom Se. Om Ahom Guru Be Aha Sasa Maha Len Shen Sitiam. Deata Om Bega Jia Maha Bega Jia La Ja Samo Ga De He Soha. Back to your foreheads, release. Recite the Buddha's name. Homage to the 36 trillion and 119,500 Amitabha Buddhas. Homage to the 36 trillion 119,500 Amitabha Buddhas. One Namo to the 36 trillion 119,500 Amitabha Buddhas. Back to your foreheads, release. Place our palms together. Recite supplication for the Buddha to stay in the Saha world. I pay homage to supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions, and compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dharmapalas, Dakinis, and the protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the three poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage deluded ones. Three jewels emanate from wondrous lights to provide refuge for all fortunate beings, humans, and devas, rely on his Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha world to turn the Dharma wheel and to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Back to your forehead, release. Dedication of merit. May all who uphold the name of Amitabha Buddha be reborn together in the pure land of his western paradise, repairing to fourfold generosity from above and aiding those who suffer in the three paths below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may I be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. May I develop the qualities of Buddhahood and thus free all who suffers. We dedicate the merit of this practice to our root guru, Grandmaster Lu. May Grandmaster Lu always be healthy, remain in samsara, never enter nirvana, and forever turn his Dharma wheel. May everyone be healthy, free of hindrances, strong in cultivation, and may all circumstances become auspicious. You may now silently make your prayers. May the merit of this practice be dedicated to Shimu, Master Lian Xiang. May she always be healthy, quickly recover from illnesses, always help the true Buddha school, one day reach Buddhahood, and be reborn in the Western paradise. May the merit of this practice be dedicated to all the supporters of the true Buddha school. May everyone have healthy families, rid their karmic hindrances, have good health, prosperity, and longevity. Be diligent in their practices, one day reach Buddhahood, and be reborn in the Western paradise. May the merit of this practice be dedicated to the six realms of sentient beings. May the six realms of sentient beings rid their karmic hindrances, one day reach Buddhahood, and be reborn in the Western paradise. May all supplications be completely fulfilled. May all hindrances be removed. One. Let's recite the 100 syllable mantra. This mantra makes up for all the errors and omissions during the practice. Form the Vajra embracing mudra, two fists right in front of the left, place in front of our chest. As we see, Vajrasattva is sitting on a white lotus to our left, and then from his heart, there is a 100 syllable uh, mantra shining upon us, ridding us of our karmic hindrances. Let us begin. Om Peja Sato Samaya, Manu Palaya, Peja Sato De Lo Pareja, Juju Mebawa, Surukai Mebawa, Subukai Mebawa, Anonana Mebawa, Sawa City Mebalaja, Sawa Karma, Sujame, Jetamo, City Ren Goro Home, ha 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 ha. Bakawan Sawa, Tarakata Peja Mami Munta, Peja Bawa Mahasamaya, Sato Ah, Home Pe, Om Peja Sato Samaya, Manu Palaya, Peja Sato De Lo Pareja, Juju Mebawa, Surukai me bawa, supukai me bawa, ananana me bawa, sawa, siti me balaja, sawa karma, sujame, jetamo, siririn, goro hom, ha 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 ha. Pagkawan sawa, tarakata, beja mami munta, beja bawa mahasamaya, sato a hom beja sato samaya, mano balaya, beja sato de balaja, jujame bawa, surukai me bawa, supukai me bawa, ananana me bawa, sawa, siti me balaja, sawa karma, sujame, jetamo, siririn, goro hom, ha 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 ha. Pagkawan sawa darakata pejama mimunta pejabawa mahasamaya sato ahompe. Back to our foreheads, release. Great homage for visualization. Let us first place our palms together like the Buddha Mudra. Visualize in front of us as Grand Master Lu, today's practice deity. Namo Amitabha Buddha, all the Buddhas, the personal deities, the Varja, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors, all sitting in front of us. Let us first pay homage to our Guru, Grandmaster Lu, and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Touch your forehead, white light, touch your throat, white light, touch your heart, white light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for all the Buddha, before Grandmaster Lu and all the Buddhas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Back to our foreheads, release. Second, form the lotus mudra, place in front of our chest. Let us pay homage to all the bodhisattvas of the 10 directions of the past, present, future. Touch your forehead, white light, touch your throat, white light, touch your heart, blue light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for all the bodhisattvas of the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. Back to your foreheads, release. Third, let us pay homage to all the Dharma protectors of the 10 directions. Touch your forehead, white light, touch your throat, white light, touch your heart, blue light. Visualize yourself in the 6 realms of sentient beings, prostrating for all the Dharma protectors of the 10 directions. And then back to your foreheads, release. Fourth, form the Ekunin Mudra, half bow to all other beings. And then back to your foreheads, release. And then last, recite the completion mantra, Om Blin, Om Blin, Om Blin, Om Mani Padme Hum. Clap your hands twice and snap your fingers. May all endeavors be auspicious. Thank you for your participation today. Om Mani Padme Hum.